Dear friends, the Ministry of Corporate Affairs issued a notification on 18th of August 2022, making it necessary for the Register of Companies, shortly called as ROC, to conduct a physical verification of the registered office of a company post its incorporation. So the physical verification may be conducted either by the ROC himself or his office, or he may seek the help of local police of that locality. It happens particularly where the ROC does not have its office in that location. So this physical verification will also be conducted in the presence of two witnesses of that locality, two independent witnesses. So, what will the Register of Companies verify? First, the registrar will carry the documents that the company provided at the time of incorporation as proof of address for the registered office. It will seek the same set of documents from the registered office at the time of physical verification. The registrar will verify the authenticity of this documents. The registrar will also take a photograph of the registered office at the time when he does this physical verification. So, what are the documents that the registrar will seek? In the case of owned property, he may seek the ownership documents, the sale agreement or the agreement to establish the ownership of the property. In case of a leased or a rental property, the registrar will seek the rental agreement, lease agreement, and NOC from the owner or the lessor to the effect of giving the property to be used by the company for its business purposes. Then he will also seek a self-attested ID of the person who is present in the registered office. He will also take a photograph of the registered office. So the registrar, after conducting the physical verification, he will prepare a report. The report will contain the name and address of the company, the SIN number, the latest address of the company, the locality along with the landmark, and details of the person present in the office at the time of his physical verification. His name, his father's name, his residential address, and what relationship he has got with the company. Maybe he is a manager, or it's an accountant, or even an administrator. So these details will be collected from the registered office. Now, what is this? What is the consequence of this physical verification? If the registrar is satisfied with the physical verification, it's well and good. On the other hand, if the registrar finds that the registered office is not capable of receiving any documents, any communications, any notices from the department, then it will send a notice to the company as well as the directors, showing its intention to remove the name of the company from the register of companies. Of course, the company and the directors will be provided 30 days time to respond. Now, what should you do? First and foremost, the company should provide the correct address of the registered office to the ROC. Any changes in the register office, any changes in the address of the register office should be communicated to the register office within 15 days from the date of change. Very important, print or affix a board with the name, the address of the company, and display it in a prominent place outside the company. And it has to be in the language of that location, or if it is in any other language, it should also have the characters of the language of that locality. And in all documents of this company, like your letterhead, your bill book, your invoices, hundis, promissory notes, all documents of the company, the name of the company, the SIN of the company, the address of the company, phone number, fax number, email ID, web address, all those should be printed. So why will the registrar come for a physical verification in the first place? So if the registrar believes that the company is not carrying on its operations or business, then he will come for physical verification. But what will cause him to believe that? Generally, when the company does not file its forms, returns, like your annual return, the management return, or any forms that is required by ROC from time to time, if it is not filed, or if it is filed, still it is very obvious from those records that the company is not carrying on its business or operations, the registrar will cause a physical verification. So why is this requirement coming now? Looks like the Ministry of Corporate Affairs is taking another step towards eliminating shell companies or fraudulent companies, or even for that matter inoperative companies. So to avoid getting into this tangle, ensure that you comply with the requirements of the law, which I just said. It will take a very little effort. Failing to do so will result in penalty. The worst case, it could result in the removal of the company from the register of companies. So request you to take care on this aspect. Thank you.